The Kind Girl and the Old Man. A simple English story for speaking practice. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a girl named Ronnie. She was only 12 years old, but she was very kind and helpful. Everyone in the village loved her because she always smiled and helped others. One day, Ronnie was walking home from school. On the way, she saw an old man sitting under a tree. He looked tired and hungry. Ronnie went to him and asked, "Grandpa, are you okay?" The old man smiled and said, "I am very tired, and I have not eaten anything since morning." Ronnie felt sad. She opened her school bag and took out her lunchbox. She gave it to the old man and said, "Please eat this. It's my lunch, but you need it more than me." The old man was surprised. He looked at the girl and asked, "Why are you helping me? You don't even know me." Ronnie smiled and said, "My parents taught me to help people. You are hungry, and I have food. That is enough reason to help." The old man ate the food and thanked her many times. "You are a very good girl," he said. "I want to give you something." Ronnie said, "No, Grandpa. I don't want anything. I only want you to be happy." The old man smiled and gave her a small box. "Take this," he said. "It's a gift. Open it when you go home." Ronnie took the box and said goodbye. When she reached home, she opened the box. Inside, there was a small golden coin and a note. The note said, "Kindness is the greatest treasure. You help someone without asking for anything. This coin will bring you luck and happiness." From that day, Ronnie always kept the coin with her. She continued to help people and became a great woman. Everyone in the village respected her, and her story was told for many years. Moral of the story: always help others. Kindness is free, and it comes back to you. Brave Boy Who Changed His Village Part 1. The Village and the Boy. In a quiet village named Rampur, people lived simple lives. The village had green fields, small houses, and kind people. But one problem was always there: no clean water. The villagers drank water from a small river nearby. But the river water was dirty. Many people got sick, especially the children. Some people tried to dig wells, but the water was salty. Everyone wanted clean water, but no one knew what to do. In that same village lived a boy named Arjun. He was only 14 years old. He lived with his mother and younger sister. His father had passed away when he was 10. Arjun was smart, but he was also very curious and brave. He studied in a government school nearby. Every day, he saw people walking far to get water. He saw his sister fall sick because of dirty water. He felt bad, but he also felt something else: hope. Part 2. The Spark of an Idea. One day, in science class, his teacher talked about rainwater harvesting. The teacher said, "When it rains, we should not waste the water. We can collect it from rooftops and store it. It is clean and useful." Arjun raised his hand and asked, "Can we do it in our village, sir?" The teacher smiled, "Yes, but it needs planning and work." Arjun went home and kept thinking. That night, when it rained, he ran outside. He saw water falling from the roof and flowing away. He shouted, "We are wasting so much water." The next day, Arjun went to the village headman. He said, "Uncle, I have an idea to get clean water." The headman laughed at first. "You are just a boy," he said. "What do you know?" But Arjun did not give up. He explained how rainwater harvesting works. He showed pictures from his school books. The headman finally said, "Okay, we will try. But you must prove it works." Part 3. The First Experiment. Arjun started with his own house. He took help from his teacher and a local carpenter. They placed pipes to collect water from the roof. The water went into a big drum with a filter made of sand, gravel, and charcoal. It rained 2 days later. Arjun and his mother watched as clean water filled the drum. He boiled some and gave it to his sister. "Wow, it tastes good," she said. Arjun went to the headman again and showed him the drum full of clean water. The headman was shocked. "This really works. You did it." Soon, more people in the village got interested. Some said, "Can you help us too?" Arjun said yes. He helped build rainwater systems in 5 more houses. Slowly, the village began to change. Part 4. The Bigger Dream. Arjun now had a big dream. "We must collect rainwater for the whole village," he said. He went to the block development office and spoke to the officers. At first, they did not listen. But Arjun had pictures, videos, and real examples. One officer said, "If you give a presentation at the district level, we may help you." Arjun was nervous. He had never spoken in front of a large crowd. But he prepared day and night. He made charts, posters, and practiced his speech in front of his teacher. On the day of the presentation, he stood in front of many people. He said, "I am not an engineer. I am not a big man. I am just a schoolboy. But I love my village, and I want my people to drink clean water. His speech was powerful. The officers clapped. One of them said, "We will give funds for a village rainwater system." Part 5. A New Life. With government help, the villagers built large tanks, pipes, and filters. Now, when it rained, the whole village collected water. People were happy. Children stopped falling sick. Women no longer walked miles for water. Arjun became a hero. News reporters came and wrote stories about the boy who saved his village. Arjun was invited to Delhi to receive an award from the president. When asked what he wanted to do in the future, Arjun said, "I want to become an environmental engineer and help more villages like mine." His dream had just started. Moral of the story: one small idea can change many lives. Age doesn't matter. What matters is courage, kindness, and never giving up.